The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pulled and fired complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Pulls and fires complete. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Dante Moore. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. Touchdown, Ducks. Back and forth they go as these two high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run, it has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. There's some room. Oh, the sweet feet. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Throwing Reed. There's the pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Blue 30. Spade eat.
stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Quick catch on third down. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Through the back of the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Moore to throw. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
The option look. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Throwing more. Working that left side now. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point in the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. The run inside. It's Davison. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Go!
The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Reed on the play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something. But, and he's got room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Sends it back in motion. Off the RPO, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Moore. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score. Breaks into the open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Just taking the in. This drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gonna let it fly. Makes a deep grab. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's dragged down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dante Moore. He's taking a deep shot. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Ready.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Here's Moore to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Moore will throw. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this.